Just the mention of George Soros will probably get me put under the conspiracy theorist Alex Jones Club, I guess, of the world. That's all right. I don't really care. This is something that everybody should look into because it's not just George Soros. All right, that's not. This article is about George Soros, and it's what I want to talk about. But it's not just him. It's these super PACs in general, and it's rich people like this who can influence elections just through throwing money at them, and that everybody should keep. I know the majority of people who watch this are not going to be supportive of super PACs in general, but I thought I'd talk about it. George Soros dumped nearly $1 million against Republican DA. She won anyway, and she trolled him in a victory speech. An article by the Daily Wire. Sandra Dorley, the incumbent in Monroe County, New York District Attorney running as a Republican, crushed her George Soros-backed challenger, Shani Curry Mitchell, on Tuesday night. Soros, a Hungarian billionaire, the foremost Democrat and mega donor, dumped more than $800,000 against Dorley via one of his political action committees, a PAC, starting in early October. Isn't it weird how Hungarian business owner or billionaire is just dumping money into the U.S. system because he needs favors for himself and his companies and all his money. All right, and people are just okay with that. They'll talk about Russia till the cows come home, but not George Soros, not people like this dumping money into super PACs for Democrat voters. It's pretty crazy. This is not going to make news anywhere. It's just all right. We've got Trump clearly showing bias towards Russians, but not taking a penny from them. But it's all right for George Soros to give super PACs $800,000 to support candidates who aren't even running for president. This is a Republican DA in Monroe County, New York. Makes you think, doesn't it? I wonder what else he puts billions of dollars into. People will say the stupid conspiracy stuff like these paid actors on the streets. We know for sure that he has paid people in the past, not crowds of people, but it did come out. There was live interviews at the same time all this Trump stuff was coming out of I think the whole grabbing the pussy type thing. I think it was about the same time. We had live interviews of people with hidden cameras of saying they're getting paid from Soros-backed people to go out and basically cause trouble in these crowds. It's not a whole crowd of people. It's one or two people that go out there. They start a big whole bunch of trouble. They throw bricks and they get people all riled up and get crowd mentality going. That's essentially what it was. That's not a conspiracy either. If I could find the article, I'll put it in the comments, or not the comments, the description. But that's not conspiracy theory. That happened. Like I said, I didn't want to get into the whole George Soros conspiracy theory stuff. I don't want to link myself to that thing. But I just thought I'd mention. Let me keep going. The massive cash influx was given some perspective by local radio host Bob Lonsberry weeks before the race. If you took all the money Democrat Monroe County executive candidate Adam Bello has spent on his campaign and added all the money the Republican incumbent Cheryl DiNolfo, I guess that's how you say it, has spent and added all of Bello's money again, you'd have just about as much money as George Soros has spent trying to get Shani Michelle elected district attorney. Lonsberry outlined in a column for the News Radio Wham, News Radio Wham 1180, noting that Soros is looking into decriminalizing crime. Still, Dorley pulled out a big win over Mitchell, who is so much, in fact, that the USA Today reporter John Campbell deemed Soros' money dump a complete backfire. The 800,000 of Soros-funded ads appeared to have backfired in Monroe County DA race, Campbell wrote via Twitter on Tuesday night. The incumbent Sandra Dorley, a Republican, is cruising with more than half of precincts reporting. I'm sorry, brain fart. And I mean, really backfired. Compare that to early DA's results in the Monroe County executive race. The Democrat Adam Bello has a very slim lead. During her victory speech, I mean, this is just a thing. I'll link this below probably. During her victory speech, Doherty made it a point to say, "Thanks, Mr. Soros, for a win. Republican Party in Monroe County is dead. We are alive and or not dead. We are alive and well," said the DA. And look at all the great people here. We still have the energy, and we will be back. And I am back for another 4 more years. So thank you, George Soros. Doherty complained about Soros' influence before the election, and the Monroe County Committee filed a formal complaint to the New York State Board of Elections in October, alleging illegal coordination between Mitchell and the Soros PAC. Spectrum News reported at the time. Though Mitchell claimed she did not pay for any of the approved ads, Monroe GOP Chairman Bill Napier revealed a screenshot of Democrat campaign manager Ryan Reed's LinkedIn profile indicating she had worked as a public affairs intern for the New York-based public relations for Berlin Rosen, apparently prior to joining the campaign, that outlet noted. "George Soros does not know a damn thing about me," Doherty ripped into the billionaire. As noted by the New York Times, his New York PAC doesn't know a damn thing about me. Soros' influence was not limited to the DA race in upstate New York, of course, as noted by the Times. The Soros PAC that backed Mitchell has contributed to 5 campaigns this election cycle. Down the East Coast in Virginia, the PAC has given $600,000 to the Commonwealth Attorney candidate Parsha Tafty. I'm not going to say that other name. $462,000 to the Commonwealth Attorney candidate Steve DeSanio. In Pennsylvania, the PAC is giving $53,000 for research, polling, and campaign literature to friends of Jack Stolzheimer, another Democrat in Delaware County district attorney race. So that's the article. Like I said, I mean, I don't want to get into George Soros conspiracy theory paying for everything, but he's paying for a lot of stuff. How anybody can support super PACs and people outside the country paying hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to support these candidates, and they think they're popular. They're raising all this money. You'll see every article about they're raising so much money, crushing these Republicans, and then this happens, and you see, oh look, George Soros gave $462,000, $600,000, $800,000 to these candidates, and they just get crushed. You can inject all the money you want, Mr. Soros. I know it's worked sometimes, but it's not going to work forever. At some point, these PACs have to go. If there's a Democrat candidate that you don't, hopefully he sticks true to his word. Joe Biden said he wants to get rid of super PACs. Unfortunately, he's changed his mind on that, as you saw in one of my other videos if you watched it. He's going to take super PAC money because he needs it. But he's saying he's going to get rid of them, so who knows? Well, I doubt that'll ever happen, but maybe it will. All right, guys, that's it. A short video, but I wanted to just get that out there. I hate watching this kind of stuff happen, and I know most of you probably do too. All right, thank you.